Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have a couple of topics to cover, more than we could fit in the title, from Eminem's latest video Somebody Save Me from the Death of Slim Shady, and this has sparked some interesting reactions, including one that raised eyebrows on the web due to Eminem's message to fans in the video, and we also got a reaction from Eminem's brother, more on this in a moment. Today we also have more from LL Cool J, who recently spoke on the history that led to the beef with Canibus, and today we also have one that continues what looks to be Dame Dash's continued effort to get a rise out of Jay-Z over the years, and this time he released a video looking to sell what is often regarded as Jay-Z's best album so far, the one that Kendrick Lamar reportedly ranks higher than Nas's Illmatic. And today we also have more from Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, this time linked to the Not Like Us performance and video shoot, Kendrick's move to unite the city. And if you recall, we recently covered more on this from YG and The Game, who attempted to replicate this a few days ago. And speaking on this battle between Kendrick and Drake, we also got to hear from Ice Cube Jr., where he revealed that J. Cole and Drake should have known better when Kendrick initially called them out on Like That, and we'll expand on this in a bit. And today we'll be starting with Killer Mike's take on Travis Scott and his fans, who have been on his neck ever since he won Best Rap Album at the Grammys over Utopia. And as you'd see, Killer Mike's stance is very different from, let's say, a Macklemore, who was out there sending text messages and apologizing to Kendrick over winning a Grammy.
Brother,
Check out a snippet of Killer Mike's take on this.
artists I deeply have reverence for and admire. Travis Scott's amazing. I'm never gonna think anybody deserves anything in front of me, especially when I put in my best. A lot of his fans, they don't like Mike now. And I have to accept that, that's fine. But there's gonna come a time in their life that someone that they cared for deeply dies. And the question is, what song you gonna pivot to? I happen to have a record called Motherless that acknowledges that a lot of those fans are young men and they're trying to find their way. I listen to Travis, but man, does the record hit you like shed tears when she won't let you see your child, when child support on your black ass for the mistakes you've made, when you facing jail? That's what my music does. It's there for you. It's the blues. I'm there to take care of the whole human being and to speak to the whole human being. No matter how good you do, somebody gonna be talking shit. No matter what good you do, no matter how many blessings you give, it's gonna be somebody there talking shit. Right now, there's a member of the black intelligentsia that hates Michael. Michael, instead of graduating Morehouse, he dropped out of Morehouse. And instead of the politicians calling them, they call him Michael. I didn't ask for that job. I just got blessed with a unique set of talents that were ready for the job, but what I chased was rapping. So my thing is, if you want my platform, take your bougie black ass and get to practicing your bars. I have something for the whole human experience.
So as you heard, he never believes anyone deserves something more than him when he knows he put in his best. However, some have fired back with, Killer Mike is the better rapper, but no one listening to him in real life. And it is all about perspective, as some have expanded. We just too young is what he's trying to say. We ain't been through nothing. So if they check him out a few years later with more life experience, they may finally get it. However, some put Travis and his fans on blast. Travis is one of the most robotic, emotionless artists ever. But people in the comments will say his songs have soul, but that's only because they have good production. Thoughts? And moving on, LL Cool J recently spoke on the genesis of his beef with Canibus. And as you'd see, Canibus just simply had a streak of bad luck early in his career, as LL Cool J explained that it happened at a time in his life when he was driven by ego. Check out a snippet from the Joe Budden podcast.
What was so wrong with Canibus's verse originally on 4321?
Nigga, you know.
First of all, like, and I told somebody this a long time ago, he met me at a time in my life when I led with my ego. Straight up. Primarily. When you come up to a guy who's still territorial and you say to him, oh, I'm gonna get a tattoo just like yours. I wasn't as mature as I am now. So instead of me saying, all right, shorty, go ahead. I ain't fucking like that. I did not like that shit. It bothered me. And I was like, no, you gotta get your own. Get something like, and then he's like, then he gets on the mic, L, is that a mic on your arm, lay body? And that was it. But in the verse, right. But it was based on our conversation. Right. Conversation.
And then you let him have it.
You know what it goes back to? You know how in the hood back in the days, I told you. Like that guy, you know how back in the days, like, yo, nigga, I told you, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? And he caught me in that zone. He didn't really do nothing wrong. I'm just saying, look
I
back.
thought all these
No.
years.
I think you're right. But what are you gonna do? I mean, you know.
And this sparked reactions like Canibus was on his way to stardom until LL Cool J destroyed his career. That second round knockout was his ticket. Nobody in the industry wanted to say Canibus won that round, to which a user added, "I also like to think beefing with Eminem didn't help either," and the streak continued. Canibus went into the military. That really destroyed it. And moving on, Dame Dash has been on a run this year to trigger Jay-Z, as a few months ago we covered the story of when he straight up called Jay-Z a poser for his lyrics on Big Pimpin', when he claimed Jay-Z was rapping about the life he was living on that song. And since he owns some of the rights to Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, he dropped this recently. Check out a snippet.
As we all know, 1/3 of Roc-A-Fella Inc., which owns Reasonable Doubt, is for sale. And I've gotten a lot of calls, a lot of offers. I definitely got some very healthy offers, and I appreciate those. And, you know, obviously, if someone's trying to hate on the price or trying to devalue it, it would be because they want to buy it, you know, like a first right of refusal. So if you do want to buy 1/3 of Roc-A-Fella Inc., you are going to have to bring some bread. And anything over 10 million, I'm going to sweeten the pot. You get an original Roc-A-Fella chain from off my neck. Because I was the only one that gave out Roc-A-Fella chains when Roc-A-Fella really existed. If I don't give you the chain, it's not a legit Roc-A-Fella chain. You get one of these, this is legit. This is the old school one from off my neck. You know, like how when I took one off my neck and gave one to Kanye. So again, if you're going to call, please have the intention of spending some real money and actually completing the transaction. But if you come with the right amount of money, you're going to get a chain. Or, you know, at least you'll have to battle with Homeboy on the first right of refusal. How?
However, older reports from earlier this month hit the web that revealed Jay-Z is gonna end up owning that 33% in 7 years. Hence reactions like, Jay-Z fully owns the album legally in 7 years. This is a horrible purchase for anybody to make, and if you buy it, you can't do anything with it without the consent of Jay-Z and Biggs. Terrible ROI. So if this is the case, this is just more of his antics to get a reaction from Jay-Z in my opinion. But what are your thoughts? And moving on, Eminem has now released the music video for Somebody Save Me that sparked some interesting reactions, like Eminem continues the post-rollout for his new album with full budget productions and continuous support. In an age where most people say music comes and goes due to the convenience of streaming, this is not just commendable, but damn near should be the standard moving forward. However, apart from an unofficial partnership with Kleenex, since Eminem partnered with BetterHelp, that's offering a free month of therapy for Eminem fans, this partnership raised eyebrows. Eminem, no, not you too. This is the saddest part of the video. Does he know? And this is based on reports from content creators about BetterHelp in the past. And according to some, it is reportedly the worst sponsor on YouTube. And we've also seen previous reports about how BetterHelp handles user data inappropriately. And speaking on the video, Eminem's brother Nate reacted on IG with "Nailed it beautifully, big bro. We love you." And apparently Elena wasn't capping on IG before the video dropped with this: "Raise your hand if you'll be crying tomorrow."
I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want the you want me to do? Come on, man. You think this shit is cool? Nah, man. Ooh.
And moving on, we got to hear from Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre about what Kendrick Lamar did with the Not Like Us video and also the performance that brought the gangs together. And Dr. Dre doesn't look to be as hopeful about this in the long term, although he's hoping for the best. Check out a snippet from their interview with Complex.
Vince Staples recently did an interview where he said that it's always been unified. Gangs have always looked out for each other, and now we're just seeing it on camera.
Well, I'm not sure that's true or not, but I think Kendrick was able to bring that together for that moment. Hopefully, that moment can move forward. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible because it's going to take just more than just one event to get that accomplished. Once it's done, everybody goes home to their home teams.
But this feels different a little bit, no?
It does feel different, but hopefully it can continue.
I say what Vince is saying is that a lot of neighborhoods have been uniting for a long time behind closed doors, but Kendrick, he united the whole city based off of him being a king, taking this violent situation, the rap beef, and creating peace and giving the homies the opportunity to come on stage, to engage in his video, be a part of his movement, and also move like he moves. Because if you're gonna move with Kendrick, you gotta move like Kendrick. He's about peace, he's about love. He ain't from no gang, he's from a city full of gangs and he unites cities. So that's what this was about. So it's a good move for the whole West Coast culture as far as rap is concerned, because violence has always been the lead thing for us on our side. So if you could take a violent rap or a violent song and create peace out of it, he should be commended for that.
However, Drake fans aren't buying this unity, as some have hit back with, dude said Drake should die, divided the black community into black and light skin. There's no unity there, he just hates Drake. Let's not act like he really cares. He dropped more disses in a week than anything about unity in his career. But what are your thoughts? And according to Ice Cube Jr., speaking on the aftermath of this battle, in his opinion, Drake and J. Cole should have known better from the get-go. Check out a snippet from the Speak Easy podcast.
I am not going to act like I'm not a Drake fan. Like, we know this is where it came to. This is what's happening. When I heard like that, I tweeted, this motherfucker Kendrick gotta have a contingency plan like Batman. Like, for a man to call out a 2v1 against what we consider two of the dudes of the top three, for him to be like, you and you, let's go. That's a lunatic. He has a plan, bro. There's a strategy that y'all aren't seeing that you should probably avoid. If somebody was like, hey, you, beat both y'all ass, follow me. Fuck no. He has a plan.
Yeah.
You haven't been thinking about him.
Nah.
He's been thinking about you.
Hey.
This started the verse, top of the morning. There's a lunatic, bro. Leave it alone, bro. Keep it sneak dissing. And like, it's not to say that Drake didn't bring bars, but he had missteps. And in war, missteps can cost you the battle. Misstep, the Tupac thing, misstep. The slaves line, misstep.
The Drake fans wasted no time to pounce on Ice Cube Jr. for this take with, brother built a career off nepotism. We don't care about talentless dudes over here, but this doesn't address the points he brought up. Over to you guys, share your thoughts below, especially your thoughts on the video for Somebody Save Me. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.